I was informed of your coming, would-be Arisen.
Captain Brandt, this individual summoned a pawn through a rift stone. Though I admit I had my doubts at first.
This one's not a bad sort. Saved our...
As decreed by the great will of our world, there can only... That Arisen now resides within the palace. Indeed, it follows, therefore, that you must submit to questioning. If you value your life, I shall conduct the interrogation myself. Stand watch outside. I beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty. If the Queen Regent had learned of your existence, I fear your life would have been in peril. I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender, lest my actions draw suspicion from watchful eyes. Then you have truly lost your memory? In that case, mayhap I ought to explain the situation before you, and no other, are the sovereign, the only legitimate ruler of this kingdom. Some days past, you confronted the dragon in the village of Melv, whereupon the people rejoiced. For our true liege, yet not all celebrate. Your arrival would have robbed the Queen Regent Disa of everything. During the time of the previous consul, she acted as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit. And just after the consul's passing, when 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place, word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found. To Disa, Your Majesty's very existence is naught but an obstacle to her own family's continued prosperity. The assassination of the Arisen is an impossible feat for mortal hands. Thus, Disa chose to abduct Your Majesty while you recovered from your wounds, in order to rob you of your memory with a fell curse and sell you to Batal as a slave. Following that, she prepared a replacement to serve as the sovereign in your stead. However, with Your Majesty returned, I have no intention of twiddling. I shall devise some plans to further our cause. Pray, visit me. This one's cleared of all suspicion and has my permission to remain in the capital.
Pray forgive me, I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Consign it! Get back here! You there! Did you see an urchin in a cap run past just now? Can you tell me which way he went? Many thanks. I'll catch that wretch yet.
You're a kind one, aren't you? 'Twould seem... In fact, there's aught I would ask of...
Aha!
Oh, apologies, but our chat will have to wait.
There's no easy thing, making a living as a soldier.
What could yon chest be hiding? I must know.
Not all chests contain treasure, you know.
Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it.
How horrible.
I've heard some interesting tidings about town.
Regarding the Vermundian military, yes?
Hmm? Oh, 'tis you! You're the good sir. Thank you again, sir. You... Oi, sir! Oi, sir! We've started selling that medicine you gave me at...
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
Welcome to Bjorn's Armory. And quality's what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember, misers die early deaths. Aught catch your eye? Just say the word. Hope to see you again.
'Tis most exhilarating to hand over such a sum.
We've a journey to prepare for after all. We can't afford to cut corners.
I've all manner of arms for sale. Come, have yourself a look.
Good day to you.
Might as well take a look while you're here. Here, eh? Stop by again soon.
Oh, what luck! 'Tis a chest.
Let us hope your curiosity will be rewarded.
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality in all. Fernworth. Much obliged. Wisdom to offer.
Isn't it about time we had ourselves a meal? Oh, what I wouldn't give for a bowl of hot stew.
Greetings. Here we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocations. If there is aught I may assist you with, have you found any of the items? Discuss perchance. Forgive me, but I'm afraid we are not accept. You see, as we currently have no archer staves or great swords on hand, and we cannot simply purchase more, as a delivery of arms intended for the so regrettably I cannot. Let me see. What else can I tell you of our guild? Certain vocations are Let me see. What else can I tell? Methinks Roderick will be able to tell you aught of this. He runs the local armory, and we purchase almost. May fortune smile upon you.
Whence might we procure such a thing?
Peruse at your at your leisure.
If I could, I'd never leave.
You'd think they'd learn by now not to creep up on me.
I better get to work.
Things like this.
Not sure what to do about that.
There's a ladder here.
After you, Arisen. These really are hidden in the most unlikely places, aren't they?
A splendid discovery.
Ha! I'll have to remember to tell my own master about this.
Interested in my wares? Nothing to fear from me, old Interested in my wares? Well met, sir. Any mistakes?
This ladder looks.
Have a look. Well met, sir.
This ladder can take us to new heights.
We ought to put it to good use.
This inspires naught but misgivings.
Would that I could
Peruse
spend
at your
It's nice
leisure.
to see everyone out and
What could yon chest be hiding? I must know.
Let us hope your curiosity will be rewarded.
Tom mean to bear what
what else needs doing?
Suppose you're all right. Don't think yours one found its way inside the common quarter just the other night. Much blood was spilled afore the thing was cold. You could say 'twas an ill twist of. I wonder if building a nice high.
What's to be done about?
Your Majesty, your 'tis not a matter for prying ears. Pray.
peruse at your leisure.
I heard a rumour that this land was once a kingdom of beastrons.
Truly?
Quite.
As I informed you when last we spoke, the Should DD2 denounce your majesty as a false arisen. Yet if we are to prove your identity, I believe it was delayed so that the sovereign, that is, the false arisen, the central players in the court ought all be in attendance. 'Twould be a fine none would be able to deny that you are the true arisen then. Only select members of the nobility and citizens, if your majesty is to be counted among them, you will need to attend to a number of tasks. Pray, allow me to summarize them for you. The citizenry have called upon my soldiers to cull monsters that plague the land. What say you? Might I ask for your cooperation in this matter? I thank you, your majesty. There are 3 locales that I've seen. The first is Trevo Mine, to the northwest. Next is Half Village, west of Burnworth. I believe soldiers have... Finally, there is a call for someone to locate a group of soldiers.
Off we go then.
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to strengthen your you will need to infiltrate the palace to gather evidence of DD's misdeeds. I hesitate to ask something so... I have attempted to do the same through my own channels before now. Would that I could undertake the task myself. What say you, your majesty? Very well. I would not think to press you. Of all those who serve the Queen Regent, there is but one. I refer to Waldar. Many a time as DD demanded Waldar amend and many a time as the magistrate refused it. Our laws dictate that your majesty... Thus, as the staunchest supporter of the law, what say you? Might you be willing to aid me in arranging the magistrate's release? Very well. I would not think... Do not forget that we work to...
Welcome to the... We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to start you off?
Oh, there's something written here.
Shall we take a closer look?
Fancy a look at my wares?
Now there's a worthy prize. If only 'twa'n't so far away.
Oh, yes? I possess no ill intent. Those of other races differ so in design from our own, you see. That's all 'tis, mind. And even if I did, it isn't as if, no matter how they fascinate me, 'tisn't to be.
Hoi, friend, fair warning. Goblins are behind these ox-cart raids, I've since learned. No doubt they're hoarding the stolen arms in their den. From the tell of it, their lair lies... Pray do be careful. If losing my wares for good would make me sore, but no sack of gold can compare to a fellow life, eh?
Not buying? That's just as well. Better to be selective than wasteful.
Browsing was enough to scratch the itch. In my case.
Did you...
wish I could go on an adventure.
I'll take it. Wait for it. Got to crack a few skulls if you want to be topped off.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager. No harm in picking a few.
Slim pickings of late. Maybe they may touch.
I'm dead on my feet after today's training.
May this day bring delights new and old.
Can't expect to fare so well every day.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb. Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
These foreign bows do so intrigue me, but I shall admire them from afar. You would simply give this to me? Fascinating. 'Tis not dissimilar from an elven bow, such as this bowstring. It looks... Why do you stare? Perhaps you find it absurd. I suppose I sought inspiration. For I confess the timing could not be more. Forgive me. I should not expect you to know of our ways. Every elf undergoes this trial when they reach maturity. I have been training most diligently. Yet indeed, I fear my aim is only worse. I grew so vexed with myself that I sought to learn a foreign form of archery rather than master my own people's. Thanks to you, I now have the means to do so. Though I dare say I shan't make any headway, it might be just what I need to find my aim. Please, sir, you gifted me this bow. I only ask that you should... Many thanks. But this is no place to practice. Would you be so... That's where I train, you see. I'll be able to concentrate. I do hope you'll join me.
Interested in my wares? Go on, have a look. I'm just grateful to still be in business. Many thanks.
Do stop and have a look.
Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it.
Living
Greetings. You need only make a worthy offering in exchange. I have seen your path. You've my gratitude. If the way forward is shrouded to, 'tis lovely to see you.
I thought you might like this. So I picked it up. Here you go.
Take it easy today. My knees are acting up.
I like to come here when I need a minute.
The townspeople depend on me.
I fear I've no wisdom to offer. This inspired. Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all right.
Getting proper rest is an important duty in its own right.
I witnessed a stunning display of archery.
Our adventure continues.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Shall we get underway?
This ladder can take us to new heights. riding in an ox cart would be a welcome reprieve.
Walking everywhere is certainly tiring.
Wonder if there's any...
Lost holdout.
Oi there, friend. All I ask is that you hear my request. My thanks, sir. As I've been holding off service on account of all the monsters on the road. Only trouble is, there are still monsters about. That's where you come in. See, I've got a letter here from Lady Margit, the Watchhead's wife, to be delivered to one Sir Leonard in Melv. I'd like you to accompany the cart in my stead and see to it that the letter reaches its recipient. What say you, friend? Splendid! I knew I would now. The carts only depart at certain hours of the day, but I find that time flies. And mind you, don't forget to pay your way before you board. That's standard. Each cart travels with an escort of trained soldiers, so anyone thinking of riding for free will have to cut enough of my lecturing. Just make sure that letter gets to... Oh, and I'll pay your fare this time. Seeing it, come find me when you've delivered that letter. I'll be waiting to...
We ought to see this to its destination.
How dare you? This ox cart's bound. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
Lots to do, and precious little time. I see which way the wind's blowing.
Time to be heading home.
I could see myself having a kip. Hereabouts.
We're setting out. Jump on if you've paid.
Worrying's giving me an achy back.
I'm sure I can handle this.
With such worn-out gear.
I'll gladly stay a while. I'm in no hurry to leave. I'm in fine fettle today.
Those new recruits could barely lift their swords.
Suppose I can always run.
Lost track of time. This place is too comfortable.
I'm stuck till the passenger comes along.
Perhaps this will seem of little consequence, but some masters rearrange their party at the drop of a hat. One such arisen dismissed me after only half a day of service.
Each to their own.
Let's fix this up proper.
Time to be heading.
Should your pack grow over full, have no fear. I'll lighten your load by spreading it out among us pawns.
All told, I'm rather satisfied.
Let us
with
work together to honor the... We're to see this letter to Sir Lennart in Melve. Shall we board the ox cart as directed, Master? I know where that person can be found, Master. This way.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Not much going on.
Oh, what I wouldn't give for that.
I'd gladly while away an afternoon. Another day of work awaits.
What can I do for you? Ah, a letter from... She's a kindly sort, I must say. We met when I worked with her husband, Sir Gregor.
I suppose we'll be wanting to report back now. The letter has reached its recipient. Shall we inform Sir Donovan, Master? A person of import, I take it? Very well. I will lead the way.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way. Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favour.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste. Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early clipping gets the worm, as they say.
Well fought, Arisen.
For a moment I thought I'd met my end. Oh, my thanks to you, Arisen.
The creature's corpse will serve us well.
You've got quite the hunter's figure. This is generally used as a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
What is that, tower? Nay, a statue.
We ought to take a closer look.
What a view! I'd not say no to a short repose hereabouts.
'Twould be a good place to take stock of our surroundings.
I knew it to be so.
hope you weren't expecting mercy.
Over so soon? Why, we seem to have come through unscathed.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
Excellent. Just what I was hoping for.
Oh, what luck! 'Tis a chest.
Not all chests contain treasure, you know.